Welcome back to another episode of Curios for the Curious. Today we're looking at a larger piece here that's also functional, and I actually had to take it off a wall to show you today. Let's go ahead and pick it up. You see, compared to the size of my hands, it is quite long. You can see it's very three-dimensional, so these are actually functional hooks that have been attached. And this is actually being used right now as a hat and umbrella hanger in one of the hallways right now. And it does have these hangers screwed into the back, and we have a Made in Indonesia sticker. And a little bit of a rough spot here is possibly where there were. Oh, this is where the fill points, attachment points for the hooks on the front are. So flat back, so this could be set flat, but with these attached on top now, it's basically a wall hanger, literally. So if we take a look at the head, we can see it's more of a stylized design as opposed to a lifelike design. So we have pretty broad groove cuts, some diamond cross hatch patterns there. Then it continues down the sides, the diamond pattern held within these triangular areas, and those be etched out, and those continue down the side of the body. And then at the tail, then we kind of switch to more of the rectangular scale pattern, and then we go to kind of just the grooves down the remainder of the length of the tail as it curves around. If we look at the edges, they're kind of rough cut, which could explain why it's not meant more as a flat piece, but more as a wall hanger, because then you're getting more of the light and shadow play, which will enhance the details as opposed to actual carved heavy details, in my opinion. I could be wrong. So it could be for just purely for speed of carving as well. It's like they've decided, well, based on the wood, based on the little things they found while carving it, they just made a quick determination, we're going to finish it off very rough, basic design as opposed to getting a real, heavy, heavy carvings. If we look at the hooks themselves, on this side I don't see any details, but actually on this side, it could be just from the carving itself, but there is quite a little bit of grain texture, which is kind of neat. So that would create some nice shadows, I think, as the daylight would play across it. If we look a little bit more into the feet or fin leg area, these are very stylized, so they're not necessarily recognizable as actual limbs per se, but they're taking advantage of possibly something that happened with the wood grain pattern that created these negative space areas, so to speak. And then final tail seems to have this almost like a cross fin across, which is kind of interesting. But again, made in Indonesia, a 4-spot hanger device, and itself a piece of wall art. If we set it back down, try to get into view. It's been another episode of Curios for the Curious. Feel free to check out other episodes on the channel of other artsy type objects. We also do unboxing videos as well as show and tell videos on vintage milsurp tools and other expanded topics. We also do a selection of book review, media review you to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.